Welcome to CCN. I am your host, Captivating Christian, and here are some of your top entertainment stories for today, January 20th, 2020. Actor Daniel Kaluuya says he is bored talking about race. He says, "I am not defined by it." Also in some entertainment news, black teen who said school told him to cut his dreadlocks gets a scholarship from DeGeneres. Kerry Washington is ready for the fight against Trump. Be a hero in your community. Erica Alexander reminds David Schwimmer that Living Single was the blueprint for Friends. And Sierra is pregnant with baby number 3. Let's get to the news. Daniel Kaluuya has said that he is bored talking about race and racial issues. Speaking to the Radio Times, the British actor explained that he doesn't want to be defined by his race or how it relates to his work. He says, and I quote, "I am not going to ignore that I am surrounded by racial issues, but I'm not defined by it," the 30-year-old said. He went on to say, "I am just Daniel, who happens to be black." Kaluuya, who rose to fame after starring in such award-winning films such as Get Out and Black Panther, went on to say that he doesn't want to be pushed to become the spokesperson for black actors. Kaluuya added that he doesn't want to become the race guy, before pointing out his previous films and television roles that had nothing to do with race or racial tension. The Fades aren't about race. Psychoville isn't about race. Skins isn't about race. The Chat Room isn't about race. Johnny English Reborn isn't about race. But that almost gets erased. There's a narrative being pushed, he added. It's a subject Kaluuya had addressed previously in a 2018 interview with The Guardian. The actor explained that he found it irritating how, as a successful black actor, he is expected to represent the entire race. He said, "I am not a spokesperson, I am an individual." DeGeneres is doing what she can to support the teen who says that his school district told him he had to cut his dreadlocks in order to walk in the high school graduation. DeAndre Arnold, a senior at the Barber Hills High School in Mount Bellevue, Texas, appeared on Wednesday's episode of the Ellen DeGeneres Show, where he was not only met with support, but gifted a $20,000 scholarship to college. "I want you to just relax and know that I am here for you," DeGeneres said, age 62. She told Arnold, "Because I don't understand this. You get good grades, you've never been in trouble ever, and this is the first time anything has come up. And now you haven't been in school for weeks just because of this situation," DeGeneres continued. He went on to say, and I quote, "Every day I would like to go to school. I would always be in dress code," Arnold explained. "But the thing is with them, if it was let down," which means his hair, "I would be out of dress code, and this issue really escalated after the Christmas break." After the Sundance Film Festival screening of the documentary The Fight, which chronicles the American Civil Liberties Union legal battles against the Trump administration for the past 3 years, a group of visibly moved audience members were gushing. "That made me want to sign up my next paycheck over to the ACLU." Washington produced the documentary with her company Simpson Street, which counts Scandal, Native Son, and the Anita Hill biopic Confirmation among its credits. That the room erupted with laughter alongside the Hollywood star isn't out of place. The Fight, which has played to numerous standing ovations in Park City, certainly doesn't flinch at exposing the horrors of the administration's historic assault on civil liberties. Following 4 brilliant and endangeredly humble lawyers, Washington likes them to the Avengers as they argue cases dealing with immigration, family separation, blocking abortion access, the trans military ban, and the census citizenship question. Erica Alexander, famously known for her role in Living Single, took to social media to react to David Schwimmer saying that there should be an all-black cast or Asian cast of Friends. Alexander, who played Maxine Shaw, attorney on the classic series, reminded Schwimmer of Living Single. The show also starred Queen Latifah, Kim Fields, Terrence C. Carlson, Kim Coles, and John Hinting. Her tweet read, "Hey David Schwimmer, are you seriously telling me you've never heard of Living Single? ? We invented the template. You're welcome, bro." Social media users also began expressing the fact that the sitcom laid the groundwork for Friends. One user, Michael Harriet, shared that Living Single was created by Yvette Lee Browser for Warner Brothers, and that it came out in 1993 while the latter debuted in 1994. In the previous interview with Shadow and Act, Alexander touched on why she believed Friends had a more successful run than Living Single. She said, and I quote, "If you were on a show with a black cast, you weren't seen as a show with a black cast, which is how I like to see it. They saw you as a black show, so they would have often put you in a cultural ghetto that would undermine any sort of ambition that you might have to grow the show beyond the locked-in demographic." Wilson are growing their family yet again. The 34-year-old singer is expecting their third child. The Beauty Mask star has announced the happy news by sharing a photo of her posing in a bikini and bearing her baby bump on Instagram. Number 3, the caption read. The quarterback also shared a pic of the two on the beach. Sierra is already a proud mom of 2 kids. Sienna Princess Wilson, whom she welcomed with Wilson back in 2017, and future ZR Wilburn, whom she welcomed with ex-Future back in 2014. The celebrity opened up about motherhood and how it has impacted her as an artist during an interview with Vogue magazine back in February 2019. Being a mom of 2 had made her feel more confident, inspired, and fearless. She also talked about how becoming a mom has impacted and changed her perspective during a 2015 interview with E! News at the American Music Awards. She said, and I quote, "I love being a mom." She said at the time, it really comes first before everything now. Everything has happened in perfect timing for me and with my son. I felt like I needed to have, in reference to how he's grounded me and put things in perspective for me. It's just kind of makes me not care so much about things. Like, I don't sweat the small stuff anymore. I give that credit to my son.